Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. It's the current time of June 11 on Sunday at 10:33 a.m. on the Eastern Time. Hope you guys have a good weekend so far, and apologies for not posting in quite some time. I've been traveling quite a lot, as some of you guys have probably been following my Instagram stories. Yeah, I've just been, in different time zones, and also my work schedule has been relatively demanding, so I couldn't really, spend time to put myself in front of a camera. So, unfortunately, so sorry for any inconvenience that I caused you guys. But let's dive straight into the technical without wasting more time. So, with respect to Ethereum, as you can see in the recent time frame, we have been seeing some level of correction, and on a high level, you could see that with respect to the technical level that we are at right now, it's 1750. You could see that with respect to some recent macro news around Binance, on the legal issues, that's, seems quite scandalous at the moment. Let's hope that this is not another FTX debacle that we are looking to unveil. But with respect to the high level, obviously, when you see some psychological factor that, drives some stir in the market, you will see some correction, right? But however, on a more of a technical perspective, it was actually looking to correct for quite some time. So this is just a technical exercise coming into fruition, being supported by the macro affectation, if you may. So right now you can see that we were lingering on around the 1850 mark for quite some time, and you could see the lingering timing was relative extended, right, since April all the way till when we broke the needle on June 10th, which is technically yesterday. And as it cracked down, it hit obviously the first level of comfort, 1750. But you can see that we are also below it right now. At one point, you did hit all the way to, if you look at this mini candle, 1719.30, right? So let's take a look at what will be happening in the near term. So daily looks relatively suppressed, which is not a terrible idea to DCA actually, and also on the right side of the spectrum. However, on a weekly, this is something we've been looking for, waiting for a long time, which is I'm so happy that is finally happening. You can see that with respect to the depth cross we have formed, right? You can see that we have glide down now. We're at the 50 out of 70. So what do we ideally see is that we should ideally see some leveling down, right? We are still relatively high up at 50.62 out of 70. So that means we need to kind of glide down a little bit, maybe touch up against 1650 before we ramp up from here. But this is a depth cross that we're formed. So now we just need to wait for the depth cross to plateau a little bit until we form a golden cross up, and then that's the market bull run from here, which is quite clear on illustrating that. You can see that we formed a depth cross since March 31st, and then now we are gliding down and then plateau for a little bit, and now we are elevating back up. So not terrible. Bitcoin is doing something fairly similar, right? 48 out of 70. We are looking like we are gliding up. On a weekly, we have formed a depth cross already, so it is looking quite rosy. We are at the $25,750. I think we might ideally see 24,500 again before we run up from here. On a daily, you can see that we are also on the right side of the spectrum. So I actually quite like the setup that we're in right now. It seems like we are in preparations for a bull run that's coming. And then with respect to the index front, you can see that SPY up on 0.18%, but you could see that Elon, like the technical is very extended. You could see that at 66 out of 70 on the daily, weekly 65 out of 70, also very extended. Weekly, we're about to form a golden cross, so we are gonna run very, very sharply. So that's a good sign. But with respect to how extended we are right now, it's not a best level to be, well, firstly, getting out yet or getting in yet. We're just extended. So I think it's important to watch the market. We are running relatively hot because of some of the recent NVIDIA pump, the AI related pump with the adoptions of OpenAI, obviously with ChatGPT, is driving a lot of positivity on the market front, and also with the I guess the more muted negative signals from the Feds which we still have to kind of take a look, right? Because the Fed's meeting is around the corner this month. Until then, we will see some confirmatory signal. But I do see that the reversal is happening, as we have called it. Ideally, the bull run should begin sometime September, and I think we are, treading water, the way that we should be. So I'm not too concerned about this overall dynamic so far. So feeling good, feeling relatively, optimistic. I feel like and the technical does translate a good picture so far. So I'm relatively happy, and it's been a long, a depression, with respect to this pandemic so far and this like recession, I guess. But it's good that we are slowly seeing signs of revival. So appreciate you. Have a good day, and I'll check you on next one. Take care. Bye.